fight fans, and welcome to this week's exciting edition of WFS Showdown. Dallas Danger here with you as always, and Jonathan Darwin is going to join us with the action at ringside in just a few moments. This week on the program, you're going to see the new television champion, Crash Cassidy, defend that title for the very first time, as he will do each and every week here on Showdown. In addition, the Doctor of Destruction is here, and Dr. Joe Briggs, I'm sure, has some punishment and some pain in store for his opponent this week. And in our main event, Mike the Man, a newcomer to the World Fighting Showcase, who's trying to climb the ladder, will go one-on-one with sensational Wayne Adkins. All that and everything you expect out of the World Fighting Showcase each and every week here on Showdown after we take our first commercial break. Don't go anywhere. Hello fight fans, Dallas Danger here, and if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week, but you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
And Crash Cassidy defending the television championship against the attraction, Drew Hood. Cassidy giving a clean break into the corner. I am the man to call all the action for you, the voice of tradition, Jonathan Darwin. Thank you for tuning in to World Fighting Showcase. And the referee checking to make sure Crash Cassidy was not pulling Hood's hair, and I did not see a hair pull. Both men circling each other. Collar and elbow tie-up, and Hood gets the champion over in the corner. Oh! Well, I tell you, Drew Hood thinks he's got something, but all he did was anger the big man. I think Drew Hood's chest caved in a little bit. Wait a minute. And whoa! Cassidy almost threw Drew Hood right through the ceiling. Unbelievable strength by this man. I mean, there's no reason Crash Cassidy's able to go up against Drew Hood and have complete dominance. We got an 85-pound difference. Going for the pin. 2 count only, though. As I was saying, Crash Cassidy, 85 pounds heavier than Drew Hood. And now, wait a minute. I thought Cassidy was going for the gunslinger, but Hood with speed. And speaking of speed, oh! Give it to Drew Hood there. Knowing how to trip Cassidy and take the big man off of his feet. And the Attraction now putting the boots to the champion. And jeering with the fans. Drew Hood trying to cut off the oxygen of Crash Cassidy, which is something that he's going to have to do. He can't let the big man gas his breath or get back to that vertical base. Hood with an eye rake there, possibly damaging the corneas of the champion. Look at the way Hood's just cinching it in there. Big forearm now, as we see. And another strike to the abdominal area. And huge, huge hands by Crash Cassidy. And an axe handle takes Cassidy down to one knee and straight down to the canvas again. Hood with some real intensity out there with those axe handles. He tries to keep Crash Cassidy down. But you hear the fans trying to get Cassidy motivated. And now Hood. Wow. Look at those strikes right across the neck. Trying to ring the bell of Cassidy. And Drew Hood continued to work on the small of the back there, which he's going to need to do for Cassidy. Keeps him down, keeps him from being able to use that gunslinger. Hood measuring him, and no one home. The experience of Crash Cassidy there gets him out. Oh, he takes one of the legs out. Crash flashing back to his Bluefield College days. That's a fantastic tackle. Hood with some speed there. Can Drew Hood continue this assault? Oh no! Cassidy's got him! Gunslinger!
Here's our winner and still WFS Television Champion, Crash Cassidy!
And another successful title defense for the Big Virginian. It'll be interesting to see who Crash Cassidy puts that championship on the line against next.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Legends of the territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
Dallas Danger here outside the dressing room with Murphy Costigan, the now former WFS television champion. And Murphy, I'm a little surprised. We go back a little ways. I expected to see you a little more angry, frustrated over this. Tell me what's going through your mind now that you are no longer carrying championship gold here in the World Fighting Showcase.
Having anger would mean I'm not in control. And that's the exact opposite of what I am. You forget, and I think so do the fight fans, I was World Fighting Showcase television champion for almost 700 days. And now, yeah, I get it, Crash Cassidy, he got lucky. He pulled one out on me and he beat me. Congratulations, lad. But you forget, I'm the one that invented this game. He has to defend that title every single week. He has to win every single week. That's nothing new to Murphy Costigan. So, this is exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to wrestle all these putzes that get lined up against me. I'm going to put them down one by one until I get my rematch with Crash. And then he is going to know what it feels like to have the most precious thing in the entire world ripped away from him. And that is going to give me such exquisite pleasure because I live for torturing people who are less fortunate than me because it's fun.
Well, Murphy Costigan is not moving on, but he's stepping up. He claims he's going to compete every week, just like the television champion, until he gets his rematch.
Murphy Costigan going up against Chris Magnus here in World Fighting Showcase. Costigan has claimed that he's absolutely bound and determined to regain the World Fighting Showcase television champion as he puts the boots to Magnus there. And Costigan says to prove it, he will compete each and every week on WFS Showdown. Big uppercut there by Costigan. And a forearm straight to the jaw and rings the bell of that young man. Costigan continuing the verbal assault on Magnus now. And as I was saying, Murphy Costigan has said he will compete every week, and he's made the bold claim that he will win every single week. Unbelievable superplex by Murphy Costigan as he continues to drop those big feet straight on Chris Magnus. Referee warning Murphy not to continue the choke. Costigan claiming to be a sportsman, but some of those actions do not seem sportsmanlike. Oh, open-handed slap. How disrespectful by Costigan straight to Chris Magnus. Now Murphy Costigan going for the submission. Wow.
Here's your winner, Murphy Costigan.
Murphy Costigan making easy work of Chris Magnus out here as he kicks the dirt on his opponent. It will be interesting to see if Costigan can hold up to his claim that he will win each and every week here on WFS Showcase.
Win every match, then I'll be for you, Crash. Cheers.
Legends of the territories, greats of the arena, matches you will see nowhere else. WrestleRewind.com, the streaming network for real wrestling fans. 30-day free trial, monthly and yearly subscription rates, members-only exclusive content. If you miss how it was, come stream with us and we'll remind you how it is. WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Dr. Joe Briggs gracing us with his presence once again as he goes up against Nate Diamond. Collar elbow tie-up, dancing around the ring, got a little do-si-do. And here you go, now they're in the corner. Will we see a clean break? And we do. Oh! Look at that intensity. And Diamond returns the favor to the doctor. Look at the way that Briggs is calling him in. Another collar and elbow tie-up now. Wrist lock applied by the big Floridian. Reversal by Briggs now as he gets that hammer lock applied. But we see another going, baby, a few pin, maybe. Wow, one count only though. I tell you, just that quickly, people like Nate Diamond can win the bout. Another elbow tie-up, and now a knee to the midsection by the doctor as he uses those big closed fists of his. Knife edge chop. Just working away at Diamond as Briggs ricks him into the ropes and, devastating clothesline. Dr. Joe Briggs' bedside manner may leave something to be desired here as he assaults Diamond there. And Nate gasping for oxygen as the referee's trying to get him to break. And I tell you what, Joe Briggs drawing with the referee will not win him any matches here in World Fighting Showcase. And now with a textbook suplex. 1, 2, Joe Briggs. Oh my, look at those strikes. Straight to the skull of Diamond. Referee warning him to open up that hand. And that is the only thing that stopped Joe Briggs. He doesn't want the L. Gives Diamond the moment he needed, trying to fight back and gain some offense here. Puts Briggs over to the corner. Knife edge chop by Diamond to Briggs. Irish whip a reversal by Briggs and another clothesline by Briggs. I tell you, we're seeing some real fury out of the doctor out here today. Now just measuring Nate Diamond. Briggs pulling him up by the hair, giving him the assist, and Unbelievable suplex by the Doctor.
You ain't nothing, Buck. You understand me? You ain't nothing.
I tell you, Joe Briggs going for the pin here. You got to wonder if Briggs hadn't had that verbal exchange with Diamond, would we have had the 3 count? One will only know. And look at the way Briggs is continuing that verbal beratement. And that is, I tell you what, some men can only take so much, and we see Nate Diamond trying to fight back. And a huge knee by the Doctor. Going for the pin here. 2 count only, though. Briggs is saying, I think he wants to play with him a little bit more out there. I tell you, Briggs is really trying to get in the head of Diamond, and he's doing it so successfully now. Briggs trying to pick him up for another suplex. Look at that leg strength. Diamond blocks it with a straight reversal. Going for the pin. But it's a 2 count. I tell you what, that's a good start by Diamond, but he's going to have to put a little more effort in. He's going to keep Joe Briggs down. Diamond with some chops there. Whipping Briggs off the rope. The Doctor is in and down. Tell you what, the way Diamond's continuing to stay right on top of his opponent. Fantastic move by Nate Diamond. 2 count only though. And you see Diamond now. Getting up that intensity, getting the adrenaline throwing. He's going to throw everything he has at Briggs, but no one there. And the Doctor. Something DDT there.
The winner of this contest, Dr. Joe Briggs.
And with that DDT, Joe Briggs puts Nate Diamond in traction. And I got to go give it back to it here. I mean, this vigor by the Doctor of Destruction is a sight to be seen. And we're going to have to see if he continues this intensity moving forward here in World Fighting Showcase. This is Jonathan Darwin.
So imagine what I could do to you. I can tear a telephone directory in 2. Bending iron bars is something else that I can do. I always pick my teeth with the nearest billion few. So imagine what I could do to you. To see my many attributes won't need a second glance. You know if you resist.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted super fans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider. Well, I'm standing by with someone who has been one of the most impressive stars here in the World Fighting Showcase as of late, coming off of another convincing, dominant victory. That, of course, the Doctor of Destruction, Dr. Joe Briggs. And you have just been mowing down the competition here since you arrived in the WFS. What is going through your mind? What is the outlook for the Doctor of Destruction?
Everybody uses that word, impressive. I hear it all the time, as if it's supposed to be some kind of surprise. Well, the fact of the matter is I've been impressive from day one. And I've said it from day one. I'm knocking the door down. I'm kicking it down. I'm taking everyone and stomping them out. And the competition that I've got, Nate Diamond. Guys like that. I want better competition. And if Tim Horner does not give me better competition, I'm going to take it. Because I am the Doctor of Destruction, Joe Briggs. I am the guy that has said from day one that, I love being here in WFS. It's such a dream. No, it's not a dream. I expect it to be here. And now the Doctor is in. And I'm taking it all.
Dr. Joe Briggs, very intense, very fired up as always. You'll have to keep tuning in each and every week to Showdown to see what's next for the Doctor of Destruction.
Has it been a while since you've been to Memphis? Maybe TWA? Maybe dance in the kitchen till the morning light? Louisiana Saturday night? Well, please come to Boston. We've got lots of room. The greatest territories of all time. Travel to WrestleRewind.com, the network for real wrestling fans.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
Holds up the WFS Television Championship. Presents it to both challenger and champion here. Checking the champion, David Anthony, the ultimate athlete. And there's the bell. We are underway. Television title on the line here. Will Huckabee, the Incredible Huck, the challenger here. Clear size advantage. And I've got to be honest from my perspective here. We have seen David Anthony defeat the likes, veterans, Bo James, Mr. Number 1 George South to win that television championship. And I can't take that away from the ultimate athlete. However, earlier this week on social media, World Fighting Showcase on Facebook, some very, very strong words from the Incredible Huck towards the champion heading into this title contest. And I got to be honest, this is a man in the Incredible Huck who knows what it's like to be a champion. He has traveled the entire country. He has carried a lot of extra weight in his bag, so to speak, with championships as he takes the upper hand here on David Anthony. I think this is the ultimate athlete's biggest challenge thus far in the World Fighting Showcase. Just one man's opinion, but that's I'm just calling it like I see it here. And you see that size advantage come into play early here. Side headlock for Will Huckabee, 275 pounds from New Bern, North Carolina, but again, a well-traveled competitor, and David Anthony standing his ground here. We've come to expect nothing less from the television champion, the ultimate athlete here in the World Fighting Showcase, where we fight strong. Now test of strength here. Anthony trying to ground Huckabee here and go to a mat-based game. We of course know that is his preferred style of competition. He's got the arm locked, but for how long? Huckabee picks him up and just tries to set him on the top turnbuckle, but David Anthony not letting go here. Referees count here at 3. He has till 5 to break the hold. I think the damage might be done on Huckabee, however. David Anthony right back to the arm there. Very smart from our champion, and he gets a quick 2 count on the challenger, Huckabee. Fans very clearly behind the ultimate athlete, David Anthony. He was out shaking hands, taking pictures, signing pictures and posters earlier with these great fans here in Dandridge, Tennessee, not far from the television champion's home of La Follette. As he continues to work the arm, but Huckabee with a right hand. And now a back and forth exchanging blows, challenger and champion. Looking for the upper hand here. Oh, what a thud off the chop by Huckabee, but David Anthony fighting back now. Clothesline in a right hand takes the champion down to the mat as Will Huckabee stalks his prey and goes to the face. Referee there in position to start the count. And very smart of Huckabee to go right from that hold into another. Perhaps more legal hold. Yes, a chin lock there, sitting down on the back and just clubs the head of David Anthony. Mentioned the strong words that the incredible Huck had for the champion, David Anthony, earlier this week. I got to say, when we arrived to the building here today and I saw Will Huckabee, he's typically a jovial, easygoing, fun-loving individual, but today there was something different in his demeanor. Obviously, very focused, maybe even a serious demeanor. I guess is the best way to put it. The look on the face is one that I've not seen personally from Will Huckabee in my encounters with him. So obviously, a lot on the line and a lot on the mind of the challenger here for the television championship. And he's right back into that sleeper hold on the Ultimate Athlete, David Anthony. Fighting from behind here, but we know he is capable of doing that and coming out on top. We've seen it time and time again here on the WrestleRewind.com streaming network. Anthony fighting back, ducks the clothesline. Oh, goodness, he's looking for a guillotine hold here.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Oh no! Now he's got the arm. Great submission-based wrestling here. Looking for an octopus stretch now on Will Huckabee. Nice takedown by the champion. David Anthony, referee checks the shoulders. Goes to the count and very nearly 3 there. Maybe catching Huckabee off guard. And pinning his shoulders to the mat, but now Huckabee back to his feet and fighting out, but David Anthony working the arm to perfection. Power slam off the reversal by the incredible Huck. And there you see where he gets that moniker. Takes him a moment to get to the cover, but he does, and very nearly gets a 3 there. Both fighters giving it their all here in the name of the television championship that means so much here. It was our first championship to be crowned in the World Fighting Showcase. And now the referee having to get in between Huckabee and David Anthony. This is what I'm talking about, this mean streak, this extra bit of aggression that we're seeing from Will Huckabee here. But will it be enough? Will it be enough to dethrone, to uncrown the television champion David Anthony as he clubs the back of the Ultimate Athlete, who seems to be in dire straits here in the corner? Well, now Huckabee is going to use the ropes. Referee counts, and Huckabee will use every bit of that said count to his advantage here, wearing down David Anthony, looking to win the television championship here in Dandridge, Tennessee tonight at Turmoil. And what a great event it's been so far. Still to come tonight, we have the finals of the American Championship Tournament. But right now, Will Huckabee closing in on what could be a monumentous night for him. If he can hold on to this advantage and take the television title away from David Anthony. And now he's saying this is it. He's looking for another run into the corner. Anthony escapes and fires back. And he'll go for it a second time, but he's slammed down. Judo throw from Will Huckabee, standing his ground and really just using his strength there to catch David Anthony and regain the advantage here that he's had for really the majority of this matchup. And he's smiling for the camera. And I don't think he realized that David Anthony was up there. Anthony just catching his breath and taking the attack to him. And David Anthony now evening things up with Will Huckabee. And at this point, it's a race, fight fans. Who can get to their feet first? The first man to a vertical base here is going to take a clear advantage in what has been a fantastic matchup. This is what it's all about in the World Fighting Showcase. Frankly, this is what the television title means to the fighters here in the WFS. Two men on their knees, not even all the way to their feet, and they're exchanging blows. Back and forth, back and forth. These two have to be wondering what it's going to take to put the other away. My goodness. Open hand, big time chop from Will Huckabee. But David Anthony answers with a pair of uppercuts. Ducks under the right hand of Huckabee, and again is going to go for that arm and this submission maneuver here. Huckabee escapes again with goes for the clothesline and escaped by David Anthony. Drops him, working that arm. And a 2 count, very nearly a pinfall win and a successful defense of the television championship for David Anthony. But this contest rolls on. Anthony up to his feet. The fans here in Dandridge getting behind him. What's he got in mind? He's fired all the way up. But Huckabee shuts him down with a big-time spine buster. Favoring that arm, though, slow to continue his offense or go for a cover, and now he'll get the lateral press. He hooks the outside leg, and another near fall. What a battle here. This has been nothing short of fantastic efforts from both men, from both fighters, challenger and champion. Fireman's carry by Huckabee now, maybe looking for the finishing blow, but David Anthony elbows his way out. Big kick, and he's going to go for the fireman's carry, but he can't get Huckabee all the way up. He tries again. And a DDT. DDT by David Anthony. Crawls over to make the cover. 1, 2, and again, that close, inches away. The referee's hand was on its way down to the mat for the count of 3. Such an impressive effort. Can't take anything away from either competitor, no matter how you feel about them and their attitudes and their tactics. These are two of the best that the World Fighting Showcase has to offer. David Anthony firing up again and rolls all the way through there. 1, 2, and 3. He got him. Yeah, that was 3. David Anthony escapes with the television championship. Take nothing away from the incredible hug, but on this night it is David Anthony, the ultimate athlete, retaining the World Fighting Showcase television championship here at Turmoil.
I open the door, and Piper just throws Tommy into me. I go, Ronnie, what happened?
Three birds attract the attention wherever they went. Michael didn't mind the attention. In fact, he relished, he loved the attention.
Paul Heyman lies. That's Paul Heyman in a nutshell.
I had a match between Rock and Triple H. Well, hey, Hunter, I think you might want to try the suplex. Sure. Yeah, right. Yeah. Some people have a knack for it, to just set it up and have this magic. Pat could do it.
This is not just a podcast. House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New. This is a tribe of devoted superfans that have crashed through the barricades, torn down barriers, and broken through the fourth wall. This is a creative think tank full of people who have given way too much of their lives to professional wrestling to not be getting a paycheck. This is a secret society of elite fans from all over the globe. And guess what? It isn't a secret anymore.
House of Kayfabe, featuring Jim Cornette's lawyer, Stephen P. New, is available now on all major podcast platforms. Just click subscribe to join the Kayfabe stream and get access to unbelievable interviews, in-depth discussions, hilarious segments, and exclusive content. This is the fan-driven podcast you have been looking for.
House of Kayfabe with Brian Resner and Stephen New.
Hello, fight fans. Dallas Danger here. And if you're like me, you love all the action here on WFS Showdown every single week. But you don't want to wait until Saturday to see all the stars of the World Fighting Showcase. Well, I have great news for you. If you go to WFSinsider.com and become a subscriber today, you'll be the first to see Showdown each and every week. WFSinsider.com. For less than $5 a month, you can become an insider.
Sensational Wayne Atkins here in singles action this week as he takes on Mike the Man. Wayne Atkins is really known as a singles competitor, but recently we have seen him teaming with the troublemaker Brian Logan in that storied rivalry between the Heat Seekers. We're going to get into that in just a little bit here, but Mike the Man now with the wrist lock, slowing Atkins down. And we've seen Atkins try to fight back. And gets the reversal of his own on Mike. Look at the way Wayne has it cinched in there. Mike's unable to reverse. As I was saying, Wayne Atkins normally teaming with Brian Logan, right, as far as the recent history of World Fighting Showcase. Atkins coming to the defense of Logan as, wait a minute, going for the pin. Off foot's on the rope. Atkins keeping Mike the Man grounded. As I was saying, the Heat Seekers attacked, let's call it what it is, attacked Brian Logan a few weeks ago, and Atkins was the one coming to the rescue. Because Atkins has that type of honor inside of him. Both men circling each other now. And another collar elbow tie-up here. Mike the Man going straight back to work on that left arm, ever so wisely. And see the way that Man has since in. Atkins trying to get Mike the Man on the ropes, gets him off, shooting there, and big shoulder tackle by Mike the Man takes down Atkins. Atkins going straight down with a hip toss. The man's down. The man is down. And you hear the fans elated by that. We want to thank all those that come out to all of our tapings here in Bluefield, West Virginia. If you're in the area, please stop by. Don't forget to check out World Fighting Showcase on Facebook. You can learn more about the dates that we are filming. And the referee saying there was a hair pull. Oh. Referee really getting into that with Mike the Man. Staying on top of him to make sure Man follows those rules that we have here in World Fighting Showcase. And snapmare takeover by Mike, going straight into that reverse chin lock, keeping Atkins grounded. Referee checking to see if Wayne's going to drop those arms or if he's going to call a tap out. Wayne's too strong for this though. He's not going to submit to a reverse chin lock. This man has been well traveled. He's put in those windshield miles, as some call them. So Atkins knows just a simple reverse chin lock is not enough to put him down. Look at that adrenaline going. Atkins to one knee. Can he get up to another? Yes, he does. And there you go, fighting through, and another strike by Mike the Man. Referee checking for the close hand here. Referee checking on Atkins to make sure he's able to continue here. And look at that, choking. I tell you what, Mike better be careful. He's close to getting disqualified here. Our referees are only going to put up with so much. At some point, they're going to call for that bell. And now Man with a submission on Atkins there, cinched in. Referee checking him. But Atkins, look at the way that Man has that shoulder. I mean, he's trying to pop it out of the socket there, as well as doing work on the tricep area. Pulling on those ligaments there as he's cinching it in. Atkins fighting back, though, and trying to get free. As we see Atkins in the corner, but Man with another closed fist and a forearm. And Man, I mean, the exchanges with the referee are unbelievable by Mike the Man. And two count only. I got to tell you, the referees are only going to put up with so much from Mike the Man as they would anybody else in that ring. And Man continuing to put that reverse chin lock on Atkins now. And a reverse chin lock does a lot of damage that some may not see. You got that carotid artery running through there, and we're going to get the check now. Oh, Atkins doesn't even drop the arm the first time. As I was saying, the way Man has it cinched in, going to work on the carotid artery, cutting off the oxygen. Kind of puts Atkins to sleep, but we're not seeing that here. Atkins able to fight back and continue the blows. And Atkins now going down, and Atkins fighting back. But his left arm is really damaged by man. And roll up here. Wait a minute. Whoa! Grabbing the trunks. Whoa! Atkins catching him.
Here's your winner, Wayne Atkins.
Wayne Atkins victorious with that crossbody against Mike the Man. And the referee was 100% right. You may not have seen it from your vantage point, ladies and gentlemen, but the man had Atkins' trunks fully down, trying to get that extra leverage here. And now it's Atkins. What the? Hey, come on now. Dr. Joe Briggs, what's he doing out here? What a pummeling by Joe Briggs. Just out of nowhere, the man comes from the dressing area and goes to work on Atkins for no reason. Absolutely no reason whatsoever. Look at the way that... And the doctor putting the sensational one on the doctor's appointment list.
No more games.
As if Atkins wasn't having battles enough with the Heat Seekers, now he's got to contend with Dr. Joe Briggs as well.